Do you wake up feeling like your joints are made of rusted metal? That morning stiffness, the creaky knees, and the sudden backaches that seem to appear out of nowhere aren't just getting older. They are a direct result of the biological shifts happening during menopause. In this guide, we are moving beyond just living with it. I'm going to show you the 3 specific steps to erase that stiffness and get your mobility back. And later, I will explain why a popular supplement, fish oil, may actually be working against your joints and what to use instead. Hi, I'm Magdalena. I am a biologist and menopause coach. I help women naturally relieve their symptoms, boost their energy, and reach a healthy weight through science-backed lifestyle changes. So first, why does stiffness happen in the first place? The answer lies in the link between your hormones and inflammation. Estrogen and progesterone aren't just for reproduction. They are powerful natural anti-inflammatories. They act like oil for your joints and a shield for your tissues. As these hormones decline, your natural protection against inflammation declines as well. And joint pain, also known as menopausal arthralgia, is one of the ways this can show up. But here's the good news. While we can't stop the clock, we can change the environment inside your body. Step 1. Diet and supplementation. Step 1 is your most powerful tool, your diet. The research is clearer than ever. Inflammation plays a major role in menopause symptoms. Because your estrogen is no longer there to dampen inflammation, and inflammatory diet becomes the biggest contributor to your pain. To reduce stiffness quickly, we need a strategy that lowers systemic inflammation. The fastest and most effective way to do this is through a whole food plant-based diet. We are talking about unrefined fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. These plants are packed with fiber and antioxidants that help the body heal. You might be wondering, is it just that plants are good, or are animal products actually bad for stiffness? It's both. Animal products, meat, dairy, and eggs, contain pro-inflammatory compounds like arachidonic acid and saturated fats. In fact, studies show a single meal of meat or dairy can trigger an inflammatory reaction inside your body within just hours of eating. Contrast that with plants, which have on average 64 times the antioxidant content of animal foods. Research shows that replacing meat and dairy with plant-based foods can significantly improve menopause symptoms, including joint pain. Some studies show inflammation markers dropping by 29% in just 3 weeks. Now, beyond being anti-inflammatory, whole plant foods offer a secret weapon for menopausal joints: phytoestrogens. They are natural compounds that are functionally similar to our own estrogen. While they aren't as strong as estrogen your body used to make, they are often just enough to signal your joints to stay lubricated and flexible. How they erase stiffness. When you eat phytoestrogens, they bind to estrogen receptors in your joints, helping to protect cartilage. They help prevent the rapid breakdown of cushion between your bones, boost lubrication. They support the production of synovial fluid, which is the oil that stops that creaky feeling in the morning. Directly lower pain. Research shows that phytoestrogens can reduce the activity of inflammatory cells right at the site of the joint. The best sources of phytoestrogens are soy products like tofu, tempeh, and edamame, flax seeds. Consume up to 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds daily, for example, in your morning smoothie or oatmeal. Legumes, lentils, chickpeas, and beans. Now, when we look at how weight affects your joints, a plant-based diet offers a double benefit. It makes weight management much easier, and that matters because fat tissue isn't just storage. It's an active organ that releases inflammatory chemicals. By reaching a healthy weight through plant-based eating, you not only reduce extra pressure on your joints, but also cleanse your bloodstream of the inflammatory markers that aggravate your pain. Check out my video How to Lose Weight Easily, linked in the description for more on this. We also need to ditch refined carbs, white flours and sugars, which spike insulin and worsen joint pain. Replace them with complex carbs like oats, quinoa, and beans. This supports your hormones instead of fighting them. Also, staying well hydrated helps keep joints lubricated, reducing pain and stiffness. If you want to accelerate your relief, we can look at targeted supplements for joint stiffness. Curcumin is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories on the planet. Google the golden paste recipe for a simple, homemade way to maximize its absorption and health benefits. Vitamin D3 plus K2. Vitamin D is essential for bone and joint health, and pairing it with vitamin K2, often called the traffic controller, helps guide calcium into the bones while keeping it out of soft tissues like joints and arteries. Magnesium, a natural muscle relaxant that can help ease the tension around your joints. Omega-3s help ease achy joints by reducing inflammation and supporting joint lubrication. And as promised, here's why I don't recommend fish or fish oil as an omega-3 source. Fish is often contaminated with mercury, PCBs, and microplastics, which have been linked to conditions such as cancer, autoimmune diseases, dementia, Alzheimer's, and heart disease. A cleaner and much safer option is algae-based omega-3s, which provide the same benefits without the contaminants. For more details on supplement forms and dosages, I will link my video Stop Menopause Symptoms 5 Supplements That Actually Work in the description. I've also listed the specific brands and supplements I personally use in the resources section below, so you can see the exact products. And remember, always consult your doctor before starting any new supplement, as even natural supplements can interact with medications or certain health conditions. Step 2. Stress management. This step is often overlooked. You might think stress is just in your head, but it is a chemical event in your body. When you are stressed, your body produces cortisol. Cortisol is highly inflammatory when it's chronic. Furthermore, during menopause, your ovaries are retiring. Your adrenal glands are trying to pick up the slack to produce a backup supply of estrogen. If you are constantly stressed, your adrenals prioritize survival hormones like cortisol over the balancing hormones like estrogen. This leaves you with even lower estrogen levels and significantly more joint pain. Stress management is a medical necessity. Whether it's 10 minutes of deep breathing, forest bathing, or dedicated meditation, lowering your cortisol is a direct path to lowering your stiffness. Step 3. Movement. So, joints have no direct blood supply. They rely on synovial fluid to bring in nutrients and take away waste. The only way to circulate that fluid is through movement. When we deal with joint pain, we need to focus on mobility over intensity. We don't want high-impact jumping that jars the joints. We want strength training to build muscle that supports the joint. Yoga or Pilates to maintain the range of motion. Consistent walking to keep the oil flowing in the joints. Motion is lotion. Even 15 minutes of gentle movement in the morning can erase the stiffness that accumulates overnight. Erasing menopause stiffness isn't about the one miracle pill. It's about calming the inflammatory fire through what you eat, how you rest, and how you move. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me reach more women who need this information, so we can all support each other. And don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed menopause tips. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.